Engraved on the west side of the Supreme Court building are the words "Equal Justice Under Law." But is that a reality for the average American today? The legal system today is broken, and most people get about as much justice as they can pay for. Hello, this is Patrick Shaw, and I've owned and used the LegalShield membership for the last 13 years. In this brief presentation, we will cover why 1.4 million families just like mine benefit from owning this membership and whether it would be of value to you. So, what if you had access to an attorney? Or better yet, forget the attorney. What if you had a solution for all the little issues that happen in life? You had someone in your corner who had the knowledge and the experience to protect you from all the stuff that happens in life that is expensive, frustrating, and time-consuming. Like simply being treated unfairly. Have you ever tried to return a defective product or been unable to receive a security deposit back when you should have? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Had a child custody or support issue? Had difficulty getting a company to honor a warranty? Been audited? Had an insurance company refuse to cover a claim? Dealt with a mortgage or foreclosure issue? Had questions about your small business? Any questions at all? You see, these are common everyday issues, and they are endless in nature. Has your identity ever been stolen, or have you ever had something on your credit report that did not belong there? Have you ever signed a contract or document you wish you hadn't? Moving traffic violations can be time-consuming and costly. Do you just pay them, or do you have an attorney represent you in court? And if not, why not? When was the last time you updated your will? Do you have the peace and security of having a will in place? That simple love letter to your family to let them know that you cared, just in case. All of these are legal issues. So what do we mean by a legal issue? We mean any time the use of an attorney could better the outcome of the situation. The reality is, it doesn't make sense financially to contact an attorney for anything but the most catastrophic issues in life. Unless you have a family member who's an attorney, of course, who you feel good about calling and happens to work in the area of law you need in the state you're in, and they don't mind working for free. Then, who do you call to get help with these common everyday issues? You walk away, you pay the bill. You threaten, or you just never even find out who was right or wrong and what you could have done about the situation. It's unfortunate and wrong, but in America today, it's often cheaper and easier to get ripped off and taken advantage of than to enforce our rights. LegalShield has a simple solution to all of this. You see, there are many times in life when it would be satisfying to be able to talk to an attorney without worrying about the high hourly cost. LegalShield enables you to work directly with accomplished law firms. You will get the legal protection that is your right, no matter how traumatic or trivial the issue. Your law firm will help you navigate a variety of everyday issues, such as reviewing contracts for mortgages, car loans, traffic tickets, or apartment leases, and thousands of other issues. Just a simple phone call puts you in touch with an attorney, not a paralegal, who will provide legal advice on an unlimited number of issues to help protect you and your family. Additionally, we provide the most comprehensive identity theft service available anywhere. In short, we give people peace of mind. For a full explanation of the limitations, exclusions, and additional benefits that apply to our membership, refer to the LegalShield membership agreement. The person who directed you to this presentation will be able to provide you with more information if necessary. Now, our service is a simple month-to-month membership. There's no contract. We charge a small monthly fee, and we cover the whole family, the member and the spouse. Any children up to 21 living at home, up to 18 for whom you're the legal guardian, or up to 23 if they are full-time college students. Basically, we cover the immediate family. Our service is simple. It begins with consultation on an unlimited number of legal issues. You can literally pick up the phone about any issue, personal, professional, or financial, current or pre-existing. You can call 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. You will even have phone calls made and letters written on your behalf when the attorney feels it will help the situation. One phone call or letter per issue, but as many issues as you may have. That means when Steven, a LegalShield member in Colorado, discovered a busted pipe in his basement, and a simple phone call to the city turned into a $7,000 project, he had an option. You see, the busted pipe was 15 feet outside his property line. It was 6 feet under the city street, locked in a box so he couldn't touch it. But when it was discovered to be broken, Stephen was notified by the city water department that he would have to obtain city permits, hire a private company, dig up the street, replace the valve, which he had to purchase from the city, by the way, and repave the street. Instead of assuming he was stuck, he called his local LegalShield provider attorney and asked what his rights were. They did a little research, made a call to the city, and in 30 days, the entire job was completed by the city at no cost to Stephen. Zero, not a zilch. His attorney's fees, not a dime. It was covered by his small monthly membership fee. LegalShield will also review your contracts and documents up to 10 pages and provide a comprehensive will for you and your spouse or significant other. Not a will in a box that says seek the advice of an attorney, but rather a will custom prepared for you by an attorney. Another major area of coverage is motor vehicle legal services. LegalShield will work to keep the points off your license for as many traffic tickets as you may receive, and you're covered across the country. I was driving through Yuma, Colorado, too fast late at night in a twin-turbo Audi. That was my excuse. Yes, I deserved the ticket, but I didn't want the points and the 3-year insurance penalty. Instead of just paying the ticket and sending it in, I faxed it over to my law firm provider in Colorado. My attorney found a mistake. No fine, no points, no court appearance. It was just like the incident had never happened. My point is, if you don't know your rights, what's the point in having them? It's important to know in this area there's a 15-day waiting period on moving traffic violations, which means you need to own the membership before you receive the traffic ticket. How about trial defense? It's unfortunate, but we live in a litigious society. People have gotten sue happy, and the best defense is sometimes a good offense. The day you become a member, you have 60 hours of pre-trial and trial time combined. By the 5th year, 300 hours. So if you're ever named in any kind of personal civil suit, you've got an attorney in your hip pocket. That's like having a separate bank account where you have money put away just in case you're named in a personal civil suit. Like traffic incidents, you must own the service prior to the incident occurring, which causes the lawsuit. Membership does have its benefits. A LegalShield membership also provides up to 50 hours of professional tax attorney services if you're audited. We cover back to last year's tax return upon becoming a member. How about 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency access? If you're ever detained, questioned, or arrested by law enforcement, you can pick up the telephone and call an attorney. Even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're in another state and perhaps you witnessed an accident. Or maybe you're like Eddie, a member in Oklahoma. He was pulled over one night while out of state in a rental car. Before he knew what happened, there were several officers on site and they requested to search Eddie's vehicle. At first he thought nothing of it. Then he realized he was in a rental car, that other people had been driving that car. Who knows what could be in it? So he asked the officer if he could call his attorney. One officer said it's 11:30 at night. You can't call your attorney. Upon presenting his LegalShield membership card, the other officer said yes, he can. They conferred for just a minute and told Eddie to have a good evening and enjoy his stay. Simply having access to an attorney changed the situation. Your LegalShield membership also has a catch-all. In the event that you need additional help beyond what is covered 100% by our membership, we have a 25% discount for issues like a divorce proceeding, adopting a child, incorporating a business, a DUI or patent law, etc., etc. Last but not least, there is identity theft. Now, hopefully you haven't been a victim yet, but wouldn't it be nice to know that if you were, you'd have some protection and assistance? Medical identity theft alone causes over $20 billion in losses per year. Well, this is where LegalShield's Identity Theft Shield comes in, a product that does far more than just monitor your credit. Through a partnership with the largest private investigation firm in the world, Kroll Worldwide, you will have your credit report monitored through Experian. You will be provided credit report and analysis. You have access to consultation. Fraud alerts, identity restoration services, and safeguard for minors are all benefits in the plan. If someone uses your Social Security number to file taxes or decides to buy an Escalade in Florida with your credit, Would you want to know about it? You bet you would. Identity restoration means that Kroll will not only notify you that it happened, but you sign a one-page limited power of attorney, and they'll restore your credit back to the original state prior to the identity theft, plus do proactive searches. National and local databases will be checked for any bank accounts, criminal activity in your name, or driver's licenses that are pulled. LegalShield offers the most comprehensive package for legal and identity theft protection on the market today, and we do this at an incredibly affordable rate. To put a value on our plan in perspective, pretend you were to walk into the office of a really good local law firm and say, listen, I pay for AAA, health insurance, life insurance, fire insurance, flood insurance. I would like you, Mr. Attorney, to provide unlimited consultation, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, letters and phone calls made on my behalf, a will prepared, assistance with moving traffic violations. If I'm ever named in a personal civil suit, I want you to be there in court for me. I want the whole family covered in every state across the country. I want you to guarantee me a phone call back within 8 hours of my call. What would that attorney say? How much would he charge you on a monthly basis? Have you heard the old joke? A guy calls an attorney and asks him, "Can I ask you a question?" The attorney says, "Sure." The guy says, "How much would you charge me to answer 3 questions?" And the attorney responds, $500. What's your third question? You know, it's funny, but there's a lot of truth to it. Legal access is expensive. Instead of the hundreds or thousands of dollars most every attorney would charge per month for the services that we've outlined, LegalShield has a proprietary system developed over the last 40 years, covering 4 million people, that allows us to offer this service for only $26.95, less than $1 a day, including the identity theft service. If you're especially concerned about how litigious our society is, or that you might ever be sued, you should consider our expanded plan for only $9 more. This will give you additional pre-trial time in the event that you're ever sued. We believe you will be hard-pressed to find a better value anywhere, and most importantly, we have a service that can bring peace of mind, security, and help to simplify your life. So get with the person who invited you to review this information and take advantage of all the benefits LegalShield membership has to offer.